Politics divide a California family today on The World. I'm Marco Werman. Marco Gutierrez plans to vote for Trump in the California primary. He thinks Trump's right on deporting undocumented immigrants.
We just have to legalize ourselves. The process of legalization is going to be hard work, and they need to do it.
I think that's complete bull.
Gutierrez's daughter sees it differently.
People have been here very long. They've already made a life here. You really want to send them back?
Plus, immigrant students in Texas learn more than just English.
I've had a Vietnamese student think that a Salvadorian girl is very beautiful and want to talk to her, so he goes and tries to speak to her in Spanish to see if she'll give him her name.
Those stories and more coming up today on The World. Glad you could make it here today. We're actually going to start off looking at tomorrow. It's a big day in the countdown to November elections. Voters are going to cast ballots in primary races in states including New Jersey, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, and New Mexico. But most of the attention will be focused on the biggest prize, the Golden State, California. That's where Donald Trump spent last week on the stump. The World's Monica Campbell followed him to San Jose, a city that is heavily immigrant, Latino, and Democrat. Not Trump's sweet spot, to be sure, Monica. So what was the mood as you approached the gathering?
In the line for people to go and see Donald Trump inside, it wasn't all white. I mean, there were a number of Latinos, Asians, South Asians. I met one father and daughter there. The father, his name is Marco Gutierrez, Mexican-American in his 40s, pro-Trump. And he was there with his daughter, Amelia. She's 14 years old, born in the United States. She was pro-Sanders, and she went with her dad to this rally kind of out of curiosity. They strongly disagree on Trump's proposal to deport millions of immigrants here who live here without authorization. You know, her dad thinks these people should go back and come back in legally. And here's what they said.
We just have to legalize ourselves. The process of legalization is going to be hard work, and they need to do it.
I think that's complete bull. People have been here very long. They've already made a life here. You really want to send them back?
They are already being deported. Obama has been deporting all these people. Just he hasn't said it on TV like Donald Trump is saying it.
If you want to think about it like that, the whites are illegal. Mexico was here first. They moved to California first. What is up with that? And there's so much racial prejudice against everybody. And Donald Trump, I don't see him helping at all with that.
How has it been for you guys as a family to have these discussions?
I actually think it's brought my dad and I closer, like our relationship, because we used to not really talk to each other, but now we are.
It's divisive, very divisive.
All right. So Amelia there, 14 years old and can't vote, but fascinating to hear her talking it out with her pro-Trump dad.
What I thought was interesting about this particular father and daughter was that, you know, the dad, he came to California in the early 80s. He got amnesty through Ronald Reagan, but he also had to go back to Mexico and wait and come back into California. He obviously has a lot of respect for that process, and he thinks other people should do it too. And now he runs a business and is competing with a lot of people who are here without papers, who are taking, he says, jobs away from people that want to do those jobs and have papers. So he's facing that competition that we see that's real between people without papers and those who can get hired legally.
Right.
His daughter just does not see it that way.
What about other people you met at that Trump rally in San Jose, like the still undecideds or protesters? Did you speak with them?
I met 3 young Mexican-American teenagers there for the first time to protest in their lives regarding any political action. They were driven to come downtown to San Jose by what Trump says about Latinos. And here's what one of those young women said. Her name's Lily Guerrero.
My parents, they haven't voted previously because I just think that they didn't think it affects them. But I think now I'm going to convince them to vote. There's that stereotype that Hispanic people are lazy. Every job that I've seen a Latino person do has been hard work. Like my mom works at a restaurant 7 days a week, and I just don't see how anyone could ever say that that's lazy or she's not working hard for the things she has.
Yeah, and it was not very encouraging either, Monica, what happened to them on their way over to the rally. What happened?
You know, San Jose is got to be one of the most diverse cities in the country. And they said that when they were walking over to the rally, a few people wearing Trump